Welcome to Suri Daily English, the podcast, a leading English podcast channel.
Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to Suri Daily English. I am Suri, and I am so happy you are here today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alex, and I am so tired.
Alex, why are you so tired? Did you run a marathon? Did you climb a mountain?
Oh, no, Suri. I did something much harder. I prepared to study English.
Confused? You prepared to study? What does that mean?
Oh, it was exhausting. First, I went to the store. I bought 5 new notebooks, one for grammar, one for vocabulary, one for, feelings. Then I bought 12 different colored pens, neon green, electric blue.
Okay, so you bought stationery. That sounds fun.
It wasn't just fun, Suri. It was essential work. Then I cleaned my entire desk, I moved my computer, I adjusted my chair height by 2 millimeters. I made the perfect cup of coffee. It took me 4 hours.
Wow, that is a lot of preparation. So, how long did you actually study English?
Well, you see, by the time everything was perfect, it was 10 p.m. So I watched Netflix instead. But I will start tomorrow.
Oh, Alex, you have a classic case of productive procrastination. You feel busy, but you achieve nothing.
I know. I feel terrible. I really want to learn, Suri. I have big dreams. But I'm waiting for the motivation to hit me, like lightning.
I hear you, Alex, and that is exactly what we are talking about today. We are talking about the secret to success. And spoiler alert, it is not motivation.
It's not? But I thought I needed to feel excited to study.
No. Today, we are going to talk about self-discipline. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a muscle. And right now, Alex, your discipline muscle is very, very weak.
Hey, don't talk about my muscles. They are sensitive.
Don't worry, we are going to make them strong. Today's episode is how to build self-discipline and finally learn English. Are you ready?
I guess so. Let me just adjust my microphone for 20 minutes first.
Alex, no, we are starting now.
Okay. I'm ready.
So, let's start with a definition. Alex, what do you think self-discipline means?
I think it means suffering. It means waking up at 4 a.m., taking a cold shower, eating raw eggs, and studying grammar for 6 hours while crying.
Oh my goodness. No, that sounds like a horror movie, not a life.
Well, that's what it feels like. It feels like being a robot. I don't want to be a robot, Suri. I'm a free spirit.
Alex, listen to me closely. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. It is about choosing what you want most over what you want now.
What I want most versus what I want now. Can you give me a metaphor? You know I love your metaphors.
Of course. Imagine you are trying to cook a delicious beef stew. It takes 3 hours to cook.
Stew. I'm listening.
Now, imagine you have a lighter. A small plastic lighter for candles. That lighter is motivation.
Okay. Motivation is a lighter.
When you flick the lighter, you get a bright flame. It is hot. It is exciting. But does it stay on forever?
No, you have to hold your thumb down, and if you hold it too long, it burns your finger, and the gas runs out quickly.
Exactly. Motivation is the spark. It creates the fire. But can you cook a 3-hour stew using only a tiny lighter?
Oh, no way! My thumb would fall off, and the soup would still be cold.
That is what you are doing, Alex. You are trying to learn English using only the lighter of motivation. You get excited for one day, that's the spark, but then the spark dies and your soup is cold.
Oh, you're right. I have a lot of cold soup in my life. I have expensive notebooks, but empty pages. So what do I need?
You need discipline. Discipline is the wood.
The wood?
Yes, wood doesn't explode like a spark. It burns slowly. It burns steadily. It keeps the fire hot for hours, days, even years. Motivation starts the fire, but discipline keeps it burning.
Oh, I get it. I've been trying to cook with a spark, but I need to gather wood. That makes sense. But Suri, gathering wood sounds like hard work.
It can be, but I have good news. I have 4 tips to help you build this discipline without suffering. We are going to turn you from a procrastinator into a master learner.
Okay, hit me. What is tip number 1?
Tip number 1, start with tiny habits.
Tiny? No, no, no. Suri, you don't understand. I have big goals. My New Year's resolution is to study English for 2 hours every single day.
Really? 2 hours every day?
Yes, go big or go home.
And how many days did you stick to that plan?
Well, on January 1st, I did 2 hours. On January 2nd, I did 10 minutes. And since then, 0.
Exactly. This is the New Year's resolution syndrome. You try to lift a car before you can lift a dumbbell.
But 2 hours is faster. I want to be fluent by March.
Alex, listen. It is better to study for 2 minutes every day than 2 hours once a month.
2 minutes, Suri? Come on. What can I learn in 2 minutes? One word?
It's not about the English. It's about the habit. You need to train your brain to show up. It is the 2-minute rule. Make the habit so small that you cannot say no.
So small I can't say no?
Yes. Can you commit to reading just 1 page of a book?
Yeah, of course. That's easy.
Good. Then do that. Once you start, you will probably do more, but the rule is just show up. Consistency is more important than intensity.
Okay, I can do small. I can be the king of small.
Let's move to tip number 2, systems versus goals.
Wait, aren't they the same thing? My goal is to be fluent.
No, a goal is the result you want. A system is the process you follow.
Oh, here comes another metaphor. Let me guess. Is it about animals this time?
No, it is about gardening. Imagine you are a gardener. Your goal is to have a beautiful basket of fruit. Apples, oranges, mangoes.
I love mangoes. Continue.
If you stand in the garden and stare at the empty basket and scream, "I want fruit," will the fruit appear?
No, the neighbors will just call the police because a crazy man is screaming at a basket.
Exactly. You are focusing on the result, but the system is the watering can. The system is checking the soil. The system is pulling out the weeds. If you focus on the system, watering the tree every day, the fruit will come automatically.
Whoa, that's deep. So my goal is being fluent, but my system is my daily routine.
Yes, forget the goal for a moment. Stop worrying about, am I fluent yet? Instead, worry about, did I water the tree today? Did I listen to English for 10 minutes?
I've been staring at the empty basket for years, Suri. No wonder I'm hungry. I need to pick up the watering can.
Precisely. Now, tip number 3. This one is my favorite. Make it attractive.
Attractive? Like put a nice dress on my textbook?
No, silly. I mean, make the habit enjoyable. We call this temptation bundling or the sandwich strategy.
Sandwich? Okay, now you really have my attention.
Calm down. It means you combine something you need to do with something you want to do. Alex, what is something you love to do but is maybe a waste of time?
Watching funny dog videos and eating chocolate chip cookies.
And what is something you hate doing?
Grammar exercises. I hate them. They are so dry.
Okay, here is the rule. You are only allowed to eat your chocolate chip cookies while you are doing grammar exercises.
Wait, really?
Yes, no grammar, no cookies.
That actually makes the grammar sound delicious. I might actually look forward to grammar time because I want the cookie.
Exactly. You sandwich the hard task with a delicious reward. You can also listen to an English podcast while you play a relaxing video game. Or speak English while you take a nice warm bath.
I might sound crazy talking to myself in the bath, but I like this idea. It makes discipline feel less like a prison and more like a party?
A very small party, but yes. Now, are you ready for the final tip? Tip number 4. Design your environment.
Does this mean I have to clean my room again? Because I already did that, remember?
Not cleaning, Alex. Designing. We call this the lazy design. You want to make bad habits hard and good habits easy.
Make bad habits hard?
Alex, where is your phone when you try to study?
It's right next to my hand, face up, so I can see if anyone likes my photos.
No, that is terrible design. That is like putting a cake in front of a person on a diet. You will eat the cake.
But I have willpower. I can resist the notifications.
Oh, really? Just like you resisted the Netflix binge yesterday.
Okay, you got me. So what do I do?
Create friction. Put the phone in a drawer, put it in another room, put it under your bed. Make it annoying to get it.
But what if there's an emergency?
If it is a real emergency, they will call you. But for 20 minutes of study, you don't need Instagram.
Okay, phone jail. Got it. And for good habits.
Make them easy. Leave your English book open on your desk. Put your headphones on top of your keys, so when you sit down, you don't have to prepare, you just start.
That's smart. If my book is already open, I might just read it out of boredom.
Exactly. Be lazy about starting. Remove the obstacles.
Okay, I have a plan. Tiny habits, focus on the system, eat cookies with grammar, and lock my phone in the kitchen. I'm going to do this. I will start tonight at midnight.
Stop, Alex. No! That brings us to part 4, the twist.
The twist? Is there a monster?
The monster is your brain. Alex, you cannot rely on willpower at midnight because willpower is a battery.
A battery?
Yes, when you wake up in the morning, your battery is at 100%. You have energy to make good choices. You eat a healthy breakfast. You are polite.
Yeah, I'm a morning angel.
But every decision drains the battery. Choosing clothes, working, answering emails, resisting the donut at lunch. By 8 p.m., what is your battery level?
Yawn. Like 5%. I'm in low power mode. I just want to sit and stare at a wall.
Exactly. So if you plan to do the hardest thing, learning a language, at midnight, you will fail. You have no battery left.
That explains everything. I always planned to study at night, but I never do it. I thought I was lazy, but actually, I was just empty.
You are not lazy, Alex. You are just fighting biology. Do the hard thing first. Study in the morning when your battery is full, even just 10 minutes.
Wow, I feel so much better. I'm not a failure. I just have a bad charging schedule.
Correct. Now we have covered a lot today. Let's do a quick word tour to review the big concepts. Alex, can you explain consistent?
Consistent. That means doing something again and again, like showing up every day, not just when I feel like a firework.
Clapping. Perfect. What about momentum?
Momentum is like when you push a heavy car. The first push is super hard, but once it's moving, it's easier to keep it rolling.
Look at you using metaphors. Yes, small habits build momentum. Next one, burnout.
Oh, I know this one. Burnout is when you try to fly to the sun and you crash. It's when you work too hard, too fast, and you quit, like my 2-hour study plan.
Sadly, yes, that is burnout. And the last one, accountability.
Accountability. That sounds scary. It means having someone watching you?
It means having a partner to support you. Someone who asks, "Did you water your tree today?"
Like you. You're my accountability partner, right, Suri?
I am, and all our listeners are too. We're in this together.
You know what, Suri? I actually feel not motivated. I feel disciplined. I feel calm. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to water the tree.
That is the most beautiful thing you have ever said, Alex.
Don't cry, Suri. I'm gonna go eat a cookie and do 1 page of grammar right now.
That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Wait, I have a challenge for the listeners.
Oh, what is it?
Listeners, don't promise to study for an hour. I challenge you to the 5-minute promise. Do just 5 minutes of English today. Read a comment, listen to a song, learn one phrase. Just 5 minutes.
I love that challenge. Start small, build the muscle.
And put your phone in the fridge if you have to.
Maybe not the fridge, but put it away. Thank you all for listening to Suri Daily English. Remember, you don't need to be fast. You just need to keep moving.
Slow progress is still progress.
Until next time, take care and keep learning.
Bye, everyone. I'm gonna find my cookie.
Goodbye.